We dry hopped Nerd Culture 2.0 yesterday. You can see the remnants of the hot packets here. Cashmere and moss. I've already done the bubbling in, but CO2 bottle into the bottom port, and you push in some decent PSI in there to get it all like bubbling up and mixing the hop slurry into the beer. It's holding it at some decent pressure now as well, so we might get some residual carbonation. Just dumping the cone today, as you can see, very condensed. Softly catching monkey. 2 kilograms of cashmere and 2 kilograms of moss. It's had 60 hours in there with 2 rouses. Now we're getting it out so the beer doesn't get astringent, and also so we get clear beer in the tank ready for carbonation in a few days. Today we're kegging Nerd 2.0 NEPA. As you can see, it's here. This is the kegging setup. Coming through here and filling key keg via counter pressure. And here's the beer. The light's pretty good in here today actually, so it is doing it justice. And the character from Most and Cashmere is really coming through. The strawberry notes from Most and the lemon and lime tropical notes coming from Cashmere. Super soft and pillowy. Technically a session NEPA rather than a NEPA because it's at 5%, but that means you can have more of them. I'm really excited to see what people think of it when it's in the pub tomorrow. The last clip you saw was Nerd Culture, but in that time we'd brewed and kegged a completely different beer. So the next clip you'll see will be that beer and us kegging it. Then the clips after that will be a full brew day through to kegging a fresh batch of Adventurer. Kegging our latest batch today. It's a mango pale ale. We've called it Wumpa Juice, inspired by Crash Bandicoot. This is a free keg. We're trialling it out. Concept is, well, as you can see, beer concept. Concept is that you buy the hard outers and they last forever. Well, not forever, but a decent amount of time because they're made of carbon fibre, they're rock hard. And then you've got the inners, which with the coupler, you've got a bag inside, so you just reuse the bag every time. If it's a good option versus key keg, then we'll go for free keg instead. So Murphy sent us this sample for us to try it out, and it was recommended to us by Pixie Brewing, so thanks for that, and we'll see if this is a good option. Brewing up a fresh batch of Adventurer today. As you can see, some nice sugary wort in there, on the sparge, and transfer into kettle. Once this gets to max volume, we'll get our bittering additions in, which is Simcoe, and then our Whirlpool, aka hop stand additions, are Cascade and Simcoe. The grain bill is extra pale for fermentables with a dash of torrefied wheat and flaked oats for a bit of protein in there. Here are our hops, Cascade on the right, Simcoe on the left. Not that you can tell the difference, it looks identical. So Simcoe is really good because it's high in alpha, and also it's really good, well, it's high in alpha and it's high in oils, so you can use it dual purpose as bittering and aroma. So Simcoe 13%, Cascade's about 5-6%. So we bitter with the Simcoe, and then when we do a hop stand at 85 Celsius to get as much aroma compounds in the beer as possible, we then do a big dose of both Simcoe and Cascade. Finish the boil, finish the hop stand. We've liquor backed 85 litres, which is brilliant because more beer. Going through the chiller and into the fermenter. We're going to pitch our yeast in a minute, and then we'll take a grav reading, clean up, and it's time to go home. Time for a beer. End of the brew day. I had to climb in here and clean all of that lovely trub and hops out. You're steaming up, transferring to the fermenter. It's nearly full, the yeast has gone in, sorted. Just purging the purging line. Tighten that up. And the hops that we're dry hopping with today for this batch of Adventurer are Centennial and Simcoe. 2 kilograms each, well, 2 kilograms combined, 1 kilogram each. Diluted peracetic acid in here, because because our spray bottle's broken, so we're using a jug. Just giving it a spray. The top port. You can't really see it too well here, but it's just a ball valve port, basically. There's a dunk. There we go. And these have all been nitrogen purged, so I don't know if you can see this. Bring it up to the camera. There you go. Hot pellets, T90. Do the same on this kilogram of Simcoe. Give it a dunk. Dunk of peroxylic acid. Slice the top. Pull that out of the way. Oh my god, it smells wonderful. Wish I had smell-o-vision because it smells insane. Citrus, dank notes in it. Smells like juicy fruits, or like soft fruits today. Simcoe is just such a marvel. It's probably my favourite out of all of the American hops. Right, build some pressure in the tank now, so I can blow out basically a bunch of peroxylic acid is pooled in the thing. So we want enough pressure in the tank just to push that out. And then once we're dry hopping, we'll have a blanket of CO2 come up here and push out this port. The reason we're doing it is to mitigate any kind of oxygen ingress that will be able to affect the beer and the hops going in, especially dry hopped beer. It's very sensitive to oxygen. Now we'll close that off. It's probably got a bit of pressure in it. This valve's really sticky, so be very careful with it. Ooh, there we go. You see what I mean with being sticky? There's the top of the beer. Let's get a blanket. CO2 going in. Try not to get most of this on the floor today. Second bag. Yeah. There we go. With 2 kilograms, it's not so much of a risk if you get a hot volcano. Grab some more of the sanitizer just to clean up the rim. It's got lots of hot debris on it now. Pressure gauge at the moment is reading like 0 to 2 psi. So when we see that climb up, we know that there's been a bit of nucleation of the hops, and that's good because it means that the hops naturally gets mixed into the beer. Going to do a rouse tomorrow, which is blow CO2 into the bottom port, mix it all up. Do another one the day after, then cold crash it. The reason you're rousing and also pressure in the tank, mixing the hops, is just to get extraction from the hops, so you get as much aromatic compounds as possible. And that's it for today. Here's a clip of me kegging our beer. This keg is just finished, so I'm going to take it off with the coupler and then get a fresh keg ready to go. So we're going to take it off and weigh it to make sure that we've got ample beer in there. A bit of sanitizer on the top, drain it, and then we'll put a cap on. So we'll get this other keg prepped, and it's going to be filling via counter pressure. And once that's finished, we rinse and repeat, and then we put a cap on the top, and I write on the cap what is in the beer, basically. And this is our kegging process, certainly with key keg, and you'll see us filling into free keg, which is a new type of keg, shortly. Filled up the last of our key kegs, and now we're on to our 30 litre free kegs. Got a few of them dotted around the brewery. That's it for today's video. It was a bit mismatched here and there, but we had kegging of Nerd Culture, our NEPA. We also had a little bit of kegging of Wumpa Juice, our Session Pale, and then we had the complete grain to glass of Adventurer. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.